Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, four crazy rescue dogs, a rescued cat, and a rescued guinea pig who likes to craft in her spare time, has gone back to school to learn ASL, and is trying to train for Ironman. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could use that. And if you are returning, you already know the crazy you're in for. So grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. I'm still battling the bronchitis pneumonia. I am getting much better. Today I woke up, I actually felt human. I got the mic. So in this last week, I've deep scrubbed the bathroom, including changing the toilet seat. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. Then I scrubbed out the microwave today and the counter and the stove. My son is still working away on dishes. And I have charged him, since he is elected not to take classes this semester, and he's not working yet. He should find out in the next few days about the job at Harley. That this week he is in charge of cooking meals. So if he needs ingredients, he needs to let me know, and he needs to keep very budget friendly, because if I let the boy child plan meals without a budget, um the boy child is very bougie. Let's just hope that the boy child marries really well, because yeah. Um so so I've still been battling. Today I woke up, I felt pretty good. Needless to say, I've been doing breathing treatments. Um I have these little gold pearls. It's benzo something. It's a cough suppressant or cough thing. Um and all of that. So we're getting better. Tomorrow, so I'm trying to get the kids into, like, really, and they are, got the laundry all done. Last night we lost power for a little bit. I live in Michigan, in the Detroit area, just north of Detroit, and kind of halfway between Detroit and Flint, if you're looking on a map. And last night we lost power for a little bit, so then it was like the big fear, and I was like, oh my god, if we lose power, first of all, getting a hotel room that will take four dogs, a cat, two kids, well, three adults really, and a guinea pig, and transporting all of that is going to be a logistical nightmare, and very darn near impossible to find, especially since um, my dogs bark, as you all know. They make great dog bells. That is not good when you're in a hotel. So, and a lot of hotels are breed restrictive and won't even allow my cane corso in. So we lost power for a little bit. Out of fear, I turned my heat up. So last night sleeping, it was like so hot. But I must have sweated. Maybe I sweated out the germs. I don't know. I don't generally sweat, but I have been sweating lately with the fevers and stuff. So it's been very weird. Um, I have been working, have been trying to get stuff done. Um, Needless to say, power came back on. We were only without power for like 2 minutes, if that. We're one of the lucky ones in our community. There are people still without power, and I feel bad. Like, if I didn't have a dog who was terrified of strangers, I would have my neighbors in if they were too cold. Like, honestly, I absolutely, I'm one of those people, but I can't do that. She would, like, it just would not be good. Um, that said, too, she is starting to show signs that she's older. She was limping today. And I noticed, like, the last couple 2 nights, she hasn't been able to get up in my bed. Now my bed sits up higher, but at the base of my bed I have like a little bench, so she's stepping there. Now my son put a rug that's still rolled up at the base of, like, And I don't know if it's that's interfering. I've noticed her eyesight when it's dark hasn't been as good. Um, but I like the last 2 nights she can get up there, but then if she gets down to like go out, like to move around or whatever, she can't. She doesn't always. She's not always able to get up, so she sleeps on the floor. So I think I need to go get her a big dog bed that's still in my room for the floor. I don't know what else to do. I don't know that she would use dog steps, and I don't know that I have enough clearance to really get her a ramp, if that makes sense. The little dogs too struggle to get up in my bed, and I don't have it in my back to lift up the chunk. Maisie is a chunk. Well, Nigel is too, honestly. So, and then if I have all four dogs in my room, usually Oreo sleeps on the one side of my bed on the ground, and he snags pillows off my bed to pad his bed. So I think I need to get him a bed too, and have the two big dogs on each side of my bed. Um, I'm not ready. I know, I know. She's. I did start her on some glucosamine like chews. They're dog chews with glucosamine in them. So she gets those in the morning, and then she gets a regular like. It's not Alpo. It's in a red box. Milk bone. She gets a little milk bone, and the other dogs get a milk bone as well. So I'm doing everything I can, y'all. Everything I can, cause yeah. Um. So what else is going on? Bella has chemistry. She tested into her math class with ease. She's like, I probably could have done better. I could go back and take it. She's like, but I got into the class I need, so you know, is it really worth it to do like to go back? And I was like, only you can answer that, child, anymore. So, oh, forgive me. It's almost 10 o'clock here on Sunday. Um, like I said, I started class on Saturday. My Saturday class starts at 8 in the morning and goes for 5 hours. Yeah. And then on Sunday, my class goes for 2 hours. But tonight's class was really informative and gave me some really good ideas on how to do some studying and some practicing. So that was good. Excuse me if I cough during this. Yeah, we're still dealing with bronchitis pneumonia. So I did get some stitching done. I have a bit of stitchy kindness. Unfortunately, my mailbox is snowed in, or we're snowed in. It's 0 degrees here. 0 degrees. It's bad. I don't like. Yeah. So I did get some stitchy kindness, and I know that according to said person, there should be a package in my mailbox. But again, hopefully tomorrow I can get over there. So I got a copy of Heaven and Earth Designs, Starry Night and it's charted by Michelle. And obviously it's from Vincent Van Gogh. Will I start this anytime soon? No. Will I stitch it? Very likely, yes. Yes, I will. I want to finish Jeep Van Gogh first, and then I will. My intention is to do this on a higher count Ada still on an easy grid. So, however high of a count I can get, an easy grid, and I'm gonna just do it in 10 stitch. So only the one leg. But I don't need it to be gigantic because I have Jeep Van Gogh. So yeah, so we'll put that in the pile of things to stitch someday, but not today. Maybe in the year of 2050,000 of our Lord and Savior, I will stitch that. I'll have time to stitch it. I don't know. Okay, but I have been trying to get back on track with my daily. I don't have a theme for every day. I really don't. I know it may seem surprisingly, but I don't. One that I did, and today and yesterday actually I did catch up on my daily, the special words that I do use. So the first one I do is Wiener Wednesday. And on Wednesdays, typically, although this week, it was on Sunday. Who knew? I do Wiener Wednesday, where I stitch on a wiener dog project because Maisie, my princess, who's literally laying on my blanket that I'm wrapped up in, that you guys can't, actually, I'm wrapped up in two soft blankets, and she's wrapped up in them with me. Um, she's part wiener dog. She's also part corgi, but they don't make patterns where they smush together a wiener dog and a corgi, which, according to Bean, gives you a bratwurst, which, given how chonky Maisie is, it's a pretty fitting description. So she's long like a wiener dog, but she's chunky like a corgi, and she's got the corgi ears. I don't know. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen pictures of Maisie. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you for sure have seen pictures of Maisie. Yeah, she's the princess out of the four. So I'm still trying to work my way and get done with turkey sausage. Do I have much left? No. No. Is this going to be a finish by the end of the month? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Because today I finished the turkey on top of the wiener dog. So I have to put in the little buds that go on this vine here and the word turkey. So we have the word turkey, the little buds on there. This is all done. So we just have to come in and do this. So really, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. I think this pumpkin took me 2 Wednesdays, if I recall right. So if I got in a good Wednesday or two, I can knock it out. So that'll be pretty exciting. And then we'll move on to finishing up Mini Long Dogs by River Drift Design. River Drift House? River House Drift? What? I don't know. I'll figure it out by next time. I'd tell you I'd put it here, but we all know I don't know how to do that. I don't know how. So this will be the next one that we go to finish. Both of these are on my focus to finish 24 and 24. I think we're going to be okay on the 24 and 24. I think we'll end up likely. I apologize. Holy cow. I think we'll end up. I actually think I'll end up with more than 24 finishes in 24. But 24 is the baseline goal. Okay, so I do sorority Saturday. I'm an Alpha Gamma Delta. I have been working on this project. It feels like a little bit forever. My one sorority sister from my same chapter, she started hers after mine and she finished it. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Which means I really need to, but she had 2 weeks off from work because she works at a school. And she's like, yeah, we chilled out and stitched. And I stitched. So if I had 2 weeks where I was only working on this project, it would be done too. Is it done now? Nope. And now I can't find my green. So if anybody knows what I did with my green, DMC 701, please let me know. Because I don't know. The other one that I can't find that I know I had at one point is DMC 606. No idea. But here's where we're at. So what my plan is, I'm all done stitching the red on this. There's no more red. This is our sorority crest. Okay, so there's no more red to be stitched. This gets all filled in gold, except for the the 3 green circles. At one point, I could tell you exactly what the 3 green circles represent. Right now, I cannot. And I am sorry to every Alpha Gamma Delta sister that's out there that happens to be watching this. But right now, I'm totally blanking. Couldn't tell you to save my life. This whole ribbon section also gets filled in gold. The rest of it is green. I mean, like, this doesn't get stitched in. There's a couple little blank places that isn't stitched in, but all of the filigree work is green. And I can't find mine. I mean, I knew I was going to have to buy a second skein because it wasn't going to be enough, but I didn't think I'd have to buy even more because I lost mine. So, okay. On Fridays, I stitch Festive Fridays, or this year we're changing it up to Friend Stitch Friday. And I am trying to finish up. This is another one on my 24 and 24 to finish. Is Halloween Parade by Heart and Hand. This was gifted to me by Michelle on Instagram. She's Michelle11WA Washington. You should follow her. She's super sweet, and her stitching is just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So she paid it forward to me. I am going to, when I finish stitching this, I'm going to also stitch each one of these little goobers separately to make them ornaments for my office ficus. So on Friday, I actually, and it's stitched on a piece of, I call it dirty lavender. I have no idea what color it is. I will be honest with you, I don't know what count it is either. I'm not 100% sure where I got this. I know I didn't buy it. So it came from one of 2 people that I can think of. And that would either be my dear friend Janet or my dear friend Stephanie. But I got all the little goobers done. All the little goobers are done. Are they not stinking cute? Now, I will say that the goober, Frankenstein goober, I jacked up his sweater a little bit. But I don't think you can really tell. And I'm okay with that because he's Frankenstein. All of the white, E940, so they will glow in the dark. I almost thought that I lost my little skein, my little bobbin of E940, and then I found it. So now, in case I forget, because we all know me, I put it in, I think I put it in here. It's one of 2 places. So, yes. So if I ever forget where my bobbin of E940 is, remind me it's in this little container, which I was carrying in my bag that I would stick like my computer and stuff, like if I went to campus or if I went to court or whatever. It was my emergency sewing kit or stitch kit until my dork of a dog ate the handles off my bag from StitchCon last year. And then to make it even more worse, Stephanie and Nicole were flying and they didn't have room for their bag, and they gifted me theirs because I could use them because they were great size with my laptop. I mean, they were big, but when carrying court files and laptops and notebooks for school and stuff, it was perfect. Yeah, Oreo ate the handles on all 3 of them. Man, this dog. If I didn't love him. So all I have left to do now is the words in this little orange banner. And I will be honest with you, I am still debating if I'm going to bother to stitch that orange banner or if I'm just going to get some orange ribbon. And in fact, I have some in my stash. And so if I frame it, I can just like either glue down or tack down the orange ribbon here and not stitch it. I'm going to be honest with you. That's kind of where I'm at. So yeah. Yes, did you need me though?
I was going to ask what the budget is.
And it's recording. You recording?
No. I'm listening to a podcast.
Yes, but you said why? You did one of these, and I was like, why?
No, it didn't.
Recording. It's a sign for recording, which is very old school.
Really, it should be like your camera up to your face and.
Well, that's take a picture. So, picture. Anyways, whatever. Okay.
Like 50 or so?
Less than 50. So, the boy is budget. I'm teaching him. I'm forcing him to do a budget and a week's worth of menu planning for this week. That's the least he can do right now. So, okay.
Right. I only got like $25. Not bad.
Okay. So, I have my 12 by 12 that I've been working on, and I have a couple of them that I started and didn't get finished during their time slot. Well, I've been working on Rosie and really focusing on Rosie to try and get her done by her 1 year anniversary. I don't know that we're going to make it, but we're going to be darn near close, and I think that's okay. And so I had finished. I called him Peppermint Doxy. He's actually not. He's actually called Candy Cane Doxy. So if you're looking like on 123 Stitch, he's called Candy Cane Doxy. So I just started stitching on I got a big piece of, I believe it's 18 count ivory Aida to do ornaments because, the only one that I regret not doing on a 14 count, honestly, is this little goober because it's so little. I mean, but I love it. It's so cute. So I had gotten Peppermint Doxy done, and I had on New Year's Eve I had started Danny and Sandy by Good Morning Maui, and I finished Danny and Sandy by Good Morning Maui. I absolutely love it. I think Grease was one of my favorite movies growing up. I can't tell you how many times I went to the movie theaters to see this movie as a kid. Which now as an adult, I'm like, I can't believe my parents let me go see this all the time. Like, seriously, I wore out records of the soundtrack from this movie. And then when you could get it on VHS tape, I wore out VHS tapes of it. I love this movie. So Danny and Sandy are done. Which leaves me out of the ones that I've started because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. So that is a federal holiday. So if I go by my plan for the year, I'm going to work on my 12 by 12 ornaments until they're all 12. All of them are done. Now, a couple of them that I planned, okay, so there's Good Morning Bowie. We can take him out. Okay. Where's my list? I make these lists. And in theory, that makes a lot of sense. But if you misplace the list in your effort to be more organized, it's a little frustrating. Okay. So I had the Polar Plunge series, which is a series of 6 ornaments on there, which I haven't even started yet. And I have the Autumn Lane Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and then there's a reindeer, Frosty, and I think they've come out with an elf. I don't recall if I have the elf. But here's Mrs. Claus in black and white. There's the Frosty that was in a Just Cross Stitching magazine, I want to say. There's Santa. Which, now that I'm looking at him and her don't know, I don't know that they really go together, do they? They don't feel like, I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to stitch her because I love Mrs. Claus. And here's the reindeer. Like, I don't know. Like, these two definitely feel like they go together. The elf feels like it goes together. I don't know. And then, okay. So those are two series that I was slated to start on 12 by 12, but didn't get done. Didn't even start. And then the other two are the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. Because it's the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. These are on my 12 by 12. These, wait. Let me think here for a second. These were not on my 12 by 12, but these are ornaments that I want to finish this year. They're on my 24 and 24. So you got to start them in order to finish them, right? Because, you know. Okay, so the Autumn Lane Stitchery ones are both on my 12 by 12 and my 12 and 24, as are the Polar Plunge ones. And then I have a couple other ornaments in here. Like, if I find a pattern that I like for an ornament, and I have one big box or one big section, and I'm gonna have to change it around because the one thing I did do is for Christmas I had gotten these, and they're from Amazon. I hope my voice holds out. They're from Amazon, and they're acrylic floss drops, and you can just Sharpie your DMC number or the name there. You're supposed to be able to slide, like I said, you're supposed to be able to slide the little doodad, but that doesn't seem to work. So these are all of my ornament flosses for all of the ornaments that I already have planned. I took off the ones that were on the little cardboard bobbins and put them all here. Now I'm short about 6 of these little doodads to have them all on there, but it's so much more organized, and they're in numerical order, and it just, so much nicer. Okay, so started though, and each of these are on my, I believe they're on my, I know 2 of the 3 are at least on my 12 by 24 and 24. So tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. You know what, before I do that, hold on, I have one more piece to show you that I've stitched on. I'm going to blame this on ADHD sick brain. I've worked on Rosie. This is Rosie. Rosie's almost at 75% done, y'all. I have been busting my butt on this. So my hope is, I would tell you I'm going to work on her tonight, but the reality is I'm going to film this and upload this and going to bed because I'm tired. But I have 101 more stitches in this color, 3825, to do. And they go over in here. God, she's so pretty. Y'all, she's so pretty. Okay. So tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. It is Monday. For those of you who are here in the U.S., it's a federal holiday, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. So originally my idea was that my 12 by 12 projects would come out every federal holiday. or, if the holiday was on a weekend, obviously, that I would stitch on my 12 by 12s until they were all done. And then, throw them in as well throughout the year, the rest of the year as well. So I have started and need to finish still up. Well, I call them the up couple. They're not the up couple, but that's what they remind me of. So I have started them. I also have my donkey. It's the donkey biscornu, but I'm only stitching him once. And then I'm going to change out his colors of flowers so they are more Christmas colors because it's Dominic the donkey. And then Clementine and Coulter from Frosted Pumpkin they were last year's Jingle Ball. I think you can get them now just straight from the Frosted Pumpkin. They were the Jingle Ball exclusives. Clementine was in the booklet, and Coulter you bought separately. So of course I had to buy them because boy girls, and that's what I do. So I have started Clementine. I have this gold piece all the way around done, or I have it here all the way up. So I was going to work on those on the federal holidays. And then I was like, wait, it's Martin Luther King Day. I should pull out Harriet Tubman and try to get some progress on Harriet Tubman because I would really like to see Harriet Tubman done sooner than later. Now she's not on my list of 24 and 24. But that's not to say we couldn't push and get Harriet Tubman. Look, my goal is a minimum of 24 projects done. I've been working away on Whip Go. That's what's missing. Where's Vanessa's stocking? Jessica, did you come and steal Vanessa's stocking? Did I show you Vanessa's? I didn't take. Okay. It says Vanessa. I don't know. Actually, I do know of Vanessa. Ironically, I do know of Vanessa. But this is not for her. This is for my son. This is his stocking. This is the second Whip Go pull of the month. And that is 10 days on my son's stocking. So we've already finished 10 days on Rosie, where we've made amazing progress. Like we've made over 5% progress in those 10 days. That's pretty good. So now I need to do 10 days of stitching on Vanessa's stocking. I did. So I worked on it this morning. And what I found now with this giganto bow, and yes, one day Vanessa's stocking will have its project bag. Today is not that day. So I'm working on the ginormous bow here. I'm starting to, like, now it's getting a little bit easier. It's still fiddly. Like, there's still a lot of color changing. But I'm getting excited because I'm getting to the center here of the bow, which is kind of cool. And like, I know I've hit this side over here as well. Which means that soon I'll start seeing part of the horn. The single horn. It would be amazing to have Vanessa's, and I joked with my son. My son's name is not Vanessa. I have joked with him that I'm just going to stitch it with Vanessa as the name. And he just laughs every time I say it. And he knows I'm not going to do it. But I may have to now stitch like a little removable one that says Vanessa just because. Okay, so I have some options for tomorrow. But here's the other fun thing that I would really like to participate and do. Is my friend Tammy, who owns Leopard and Lace Boutique is hosting a Valentine's Day Zoom tomorrow where I can't even remember who the pattern is by. Let me pull it up because it's not really helpful if I don't tell you who it's by. Doo, 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 doo. Oh Lord. Maybe we'll do it this way. Okay. So the pattern is by Emily Call. And I don't know if y'all can see that. Nope. Sure can't. Okay. So Emily Call did this pattern called Galentine's Day. And it's 3 girls with hearts and it says Happy Galentine's Day. And so she's hosting a Zoom tomorrow um, to work on this. I have the pattern. I will be honest with you. I did not see if I have any of the flosses, but I'm just in a mood to kind of pull from what I have and hopefully knock that out. Do I think I'm going to get it all done tomorrow? No. Do I think I could potentially get it done by Valentine's Day? Yes. Um, because here's what I have to say. Like, my center stitch is to FFO something, and there's 10 squares. So I need to be able to FFO. I know everybody really and truly, when I finally, I did get a haul. I did get a haul. Watch, I won't be able to find the stupid thing now. I just ordered another one. They were like $4 plus the glue sticks. Stop stressing about it. It's not like you can't ever. How many of us own more than one glue stick? It's like scissors. You've got to own more than one glue gun. I have the glue gun things to finish the things. The problem is that the board that I need to cut is up on top of this bookshelf, and I can't reach it without standing in a chair. And I have not felt well enough to climb up on a chair to grab it, and I'm short. So my hope is that by the end of this next week, I'll have several of these squares crossed off as finishes for the year, FFOs, because I've got to get things in the mail. I got to. So I'm not quite sure. I kind of don't want to start I want to stitch the Galentine's thing. I don't think I was anticipating starting it so early. I think I was looking to start that more in February. So I may join into the Zoom call and work on maybe the up couple. So I have to do some work tomorrow. But I may pull out Harriet Tubman to work on for a bit in the morning when I have my coffee. On the Zoom, then do work. And then on the Zoom call, stitch my up couple. And hopefully get a lot of progress done on that. I have a feeling once I get the hill done, the little people aren't, like the little girl and boy aren't going to take, I mean, a bulk of the stitching is this hill. And I've already got a large, I've got a good piece of, let's see, that's the donkey and the coulter. I think I put them on the pink. Did I put them on pink? Somebody tell me what the heck I'm doing. Yes. Okay, so I've already got the little frilly part on the bottom done, and I've started the hill. So I think, I mean, I haven't gotten the hearts done down there, which is a shame. And I'm gonna fill it all in. I'm not gonna have the word February. Um, so if I could get the hill done tomorrow and maybe even the hearts while we're on a Zoom call, that would be fantastic. Because that would just mean I'd have Carl and Ellie. I know they're not the up couple, but they look like the up couple. I wish she had glasses. I love his. Um, so I may do that, and then at night I'll work on Rosie because I'm so close to having her 75% done. So my goal this next week, before when I see you again, is to chunk away at Rosie to hit at least 75%. Right now we're at um what are we at? 72.63%. Um to get my homework done, I have some interrogatories to send out ASAP and to get some FFOs done. Um the other thing I need to do, if I could do that this week, that would be great, is to go into my craft area of my bedroom. And one, I have a three, okay, and to pick up all of the yarn that has gotten kind of scattered and to organize it into a tote bag, into one of, I guess, one of my 31 totes or into a laundry basket, so that it's not everywhere. I think that would be the first step in getting that area so that it's not so overwhelming. So, that, and then I have one of those pull drawer thing, like the plastic ones that is kind of like falling apart, and most of it is stuff that just really needs to be sorted out and trashed, a lot of it. So if I could get the yarn wrangled and that thing sorted through and out in the trash, that would be great. Work on Rosie, and oh, and I did start tracing the pieces for my table runner. So if I could get that done this week, that would be fantastic. Um, and the FFOs. The FFOs aren't going to take me long. It's just a matter of getting that board done. Because if I did, they would have been done already today, to be honest. Um, and to not overdo it. And then I've got to pick something. If I wrangle the yarn and stuff in my room, that will go towards one of the things in the house that goal for the house, and getting it cleaned up and organized. So uh, that's kind of where we're at. That's a lot. What was that word of the year again? We'll have to work on that. Um, Obviously, work takes priority. Bean has class right here locally, thank goodness. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Um, the boy child does not have band practice, and so that's helpful. Would be good to get my table cleared off too. Okay, so yeah. Before I find more things to do that I need to get done this week, because God knows there's no shortage, I'm gonna let you go. So remember, you are smart, and you are brave, and you are wanted, and you are cherished, and you are needed. You are beautiful, and you are my friend, and you matter. So with that, just remember I love you, and I will see you next week.